The milk spilled on the kitchen floor created a mess. The pages torn from the book made it difficult to read. The hiker, exhausted after the long climb, reached the summit. The car, repaired by the mechanic, ran smoothly. The dog, frightened by the fireworks, hid under the bed. The window, broken by the hailstorm, let in a cold draft. The mural, painted by the local artist, brightened the room. The bike, stolen from the schoolyard, was recovered by the police. The textbook used by the previous student was still in good condition. The report written by the research team was detailed. The house, abandoned for years, stood empty. The meal cooked by the chef smelled delicious. The student, confused by the instructions, asked for help. The store, closed for renovations, had a sign in the window. The ice cream, melted on the counter, made a sticky mess. The criminal, captured after a long chase, was taken to jail. The project, finished ahead of schedule, earned an A. The truck, loaded with supplies, headed to its destination. The ligament, torn during the game, required surgery. The athlete, injured in the competition, needed medical attention. The friend, trusted for years, offered comforting words. The author, published last year, spoke at the event. The clothes, folded by mom, were put away neatly. The toy, broken by the child, was fixed by dad. The pumpkin, carved for Halloween, glowed in the dark. The book, chosen by the librarian, was a favorite. The map, drawn by the explorer, showed the way. The opportunity, missed due to traffic, was a lesson learned. The homework, checked by the teacher, had no mistakes. The toast, burnt in the toaster, filled the kitchen with smoke. The instructions given by the supervisor were easy to follow. The door, closed by the wind, muffled the noise. The fence, painted by the neighbors, looked fresh and new. The pond, frozen in winter, was safe for skating. The reading required for class was challenging. The treasure, hidden for centuries, was discovered. The clock, broken by the fall, stopped ticking. The glass, shattered by the impact, covered the floor. The document, signed by the president, was filed away. The room, decorated for the party, was ready. The team, selected for the tournament, was excited to compete. The clothes, soaked in the rain, were hung out to dry. The papers, scattered by the wind, needed to be organized. The pasta, cooked by the chef, was perfectly al dente. The advisor, trusted for his wisdom, gave good advice. The canvas, painted by the artist, depicted a beautiful scene. The hedges, trimmed by the gardener, looked neat. The car, used by the family, ran like new. The gift, wrapped by the store, was a surprise. The basket, woven by hand, was strong. The key, lost in the park, was found under the couch. The employee, fired for misconduct, looked for a new job. The contract, signed by both parties, was binding. The password, forgotten during login, was reset. The plants, grown in the greenhouse, needed watering. The chicken, roasted by grandma, smelled delicious. The chair, broken during the move, was repaired. The flag, captured during the game, won the match. The puzzle, completed by the kids, was framed. The vegetables, cooked in the stew, were healthy. The fans, excited by the victory, cheered loudly. The scholar, learned in many subjects, shared his knowledge. The deadline, missed due to illness, resulted in a penalty. The window, closed during the storm, kept the room warm. The apples, peeled for the pie, were ready. The statue, carved from marble, was a masterpiece. The snow, melted by the sun, created puddles. The song, played at the concert, became an instant hit. The book, forgotten on the bus, was covered in dust. The fabric, woven by the artisan, was soft to the touch. The roof, repaired after the storm, stopped the leaks. The document, saved on the computer, prevented data loss. The guests, invited to the wedding, arrived on time. The house, cleaned by the maid, was spotless. The oranges, peeled by the chef, were juicy. The sword, drawn by the knight, glinted in the light. The rice, cooked in the pot, was fluffy. The leaves, scattered by the wind, were raked into a pile. The ally, trusted for his loyalty, provided support. The ceiling, painted with stars, added character. The homework, finished before dinner was turned in. The promise, broken by the friend, hurt deeply. The gates, closed at midnight, signaled the end. The moment, captured in the photo, was preserved. The bicycle, repaired by the shop, rode smoothly. The painting stolen from the gallery was recovered. The train missed due to a delay caused problems. The cookies burnt in the oven smelled terrible. The agreement signed by the parties was beneficial. The letter opened by mistake contained good news. The ingredients added to the recipe improved the flavor. The book closed after reading was placed on the shelf. The essay written by the student was well argued. The appointment forgotten last week was rescheduled. The ornament carved from wood hung on the tree. The ornament carved and hung on the tree added a festive touch. The ink spilled and stained the paper ruined the document. The handle broken but fixed now works smoothly. The race finished as a personal victory boosted my confidence. The seeds planted and grown into beautiful flowers transformed the garden.